Hi guys, so in this video we're going to be going over how to make a copy of the slides for the presentation and how to edit it so it has your own information on there. Okay, so let's get started. So first off, if you're watching this video, you should already be in this document here. So where did you find this document is in the drive. So looking at the drive, we have when you're first starting off, you're going to be in this pre-checkout folder. So that's where we have everything. You're most likely checking out with the child safe kit slide. So before we get into this, what I want you to do is go to your personal drive. So if you don't know how to get here, if you're not really familiar with Google and like how it works, you just go to create a new tab. And there's these little dots here and you go to drive and that should take you to your personal drive. Okay, so on your drive, you have, the recently opened documents, you have your folders, and you have your files. So what we want to do first is create a new folder. So you just go to new, create new folder, and you're going to title this Friezl Slides. You could change it later, but for now, we're going to call it Friezl Slides. You're going to create a new blank folder, and you'll know if you want to change the color, you can change the color to whatever you want. Okay. So now you have a folder, so you're able to create your slides, okay? So going back to the drive, you have this child safe kit slide. So what you want to do is you want to make a copy to your drive because the slides that you see on the drive, this is the drive that everybody has access to. So when you're editing your information on those slides, you don't want to edit the ones that everybody has access to. This is why we're making a copy to your personal drive so you can edit those. Okay, because we receive a lot of emails, people requesting access to edit the slides. They're like, hey, I can't make edits on here. It doesn't let me. It's because that's the one that everybody has access to. So this is the point of this video, so you know how to make a copy and edit your own slides. Okay, so let's get started. So first, how do you make a copy? So you just right click on here and you're going to click on down here, make a copy. Okay, and because I have access to edit these slides, it saves it on here, copy. But since you don't, automatically it saves to your personal drive. So let's just save it there for now. Okay, so we're going to go back to your personal drive, and it should be right in there. It's loading. There it is. Copy of CSK checkout slide. So what you want to do is you want to move it into that new folder that you just created. So you're going to right click, move to, and then you're going to click on that new folder, Friezl Slides, move here. And there you go. Now it's in here. So you want to rename it. So right click it. You want to differentiate this these slides to keep the name checkout because the checkout slides is a little bit different than the slides that we normally use, which I'll go into detail in just a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and name this CSK checkout slides. There you go. So now we want to make the edits. So back to the document where you started off, you have two options to choose from when you're creating your license, right? Your license for the slide. So let's open this up so you can see. You can see what I'm talking about. There it goes. Loading very slowly. Okay. So the only change that you're going to make to these slides is on slide 6. So this is where you're going to have your license and your business card. So going back on here, so you have two options to choose from when you're putting your business card, your license on here. So I personally prefer this one because it has, the big logo and it has your name very large, it's very legible to those that you're sharing it with. So, but you do have the option, whichever one you want to choose, go ahead. So you have the link right there, pretty easy. So just click on that link and then follow through the steps. Now, when you download it, once you're on the website and you download it onto your device, it's going to download it as a PDF file. Okay, so when you're adding your license to the slides, you can't add a PDF file to the slides. So what we want to do is we want to create it as an image. So how do we do that? So let's see here. So going to my desktop, so I already have mine downloaded on here. Where'd it go? We have it in this folder here. Okay, here it is. So this is my license here. So usually it looks like this. So it's this long document, right? So what you want to do, you want to make it a little bit smaller. Let's see, that's good. And you're going to use what's called a snipping tool. So I have it saved on here, but if you don't have it saved, you just, search it up, snipping tool, click on that. Okay, there it goes. And you're going to click on new. So you're going to create, basically it's like a customized screenshot. So you're going to click on new and you're going to drag what you want on here. So you don't need this bottom portion, you just need this top portion. And you could stop it to where it says expiration date right there. And that's pretty good. Make it pretty even. Okay. And let's say you mess up and you make it like all huge like this. No big deal. Don't freak out. All you have to do is click on here, image crop, and you could crop it accordingly. So see, make it a little bit even. There we go. And then the top part, you don't really need all of it. So this is what you need. You just go ahead and click on this check mark. Click on save. And let's just save it to the desktop there. There we go. I already have one saved, so I'm not going to save it, but you're going to save it on there. So now it's on your desktop, right? Now you have it as an image that you're able to add on your drive. So let's go back to that, to your slides. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to click on it and delete it. That's what you don't want to do. What you do want to do is right click it and you're going to click on where it says replace image. So where are we going to get this image from? From your computer. Upload from your computer. Okay. And what that does is that makes it so when you paste it, it's not going to pick up the full screen. It's going to keep it as that size. That makes sense. So you're going to click on that image that you saved on your computer. And boom, there it goes. You don't have to play around with the sizing. You don't have to, go back and forth with it. It creates it so it's perfectly aligned. Okay, and you're going to do the same exact thing with your business card. So you're going to have your business card saved and you could contact your manager for that. So you can send you your business card and you do the same thing. You replace image, upload from computer, and then click on your business card. And there you go. So now you have it all saved. Now, this is the checkout slide. So as I mentioned, these are a little bit different. When you scroll all the way down, it's pretty much cut off at the bottom. Now, when you pass checkout, right? So you're going into checkout so managers can make sure that you know how to do a presentation, right? Boom, you're good to go. You're able to sit down with clients. So now there's another folder in the drive that's called post checkout. So this is where we have the slides that you're going to be using after checkout. So as you could see in the Child Safe Kids slides and on all the other slides, we have additional slides on the very bottom. And this is why in the beginning, when you're renaming it, you're differentiating it so it has the word checkout because you don't want to get them confused because this one has a lot more slides here on the bottom, as you can see, which you'll go over when the time comes. But for now, what we want to do is you want to make a copy of all of these onto your personal drive. So then again, you can add your information on there. So we're going to do that. So for example, for this one, you're going to go ahead and make a copy. And again, usually it saves automatically onto your personal drive. So we're just going to do that here, and we're going to move it to your Presel Slides folder. So there we go. Move there. Let's go back to Drive and your Presel Slides. There we go. And so for now, we'll rename this CSK Post Checkout. So you could see the difference on there. Alrighty. So really, really easy way. So you're not copy and pasting, right? Both of those. What you could do is you could copy the whole entire slide. So you could copy this whole entire thing, and you could copy it on all the other presentations, right? So the child safe cut presentation, the referral presentation, the union presentation, and the WillKit presentation. So on the one that you just made the edits to, you go right here on the left-hand side, right click, copy, and go to the post checkout one, click on the previous one, right click, and click on paste. And boom, you have the slide where you made those edits to. So just makes life easier, and go ahead and make a copy of all those post checkout slides, make a copy on your drive, make those changes, and you're good to go.